Hi, I'm Alex Cobham. I'm the Chief Executive of the Tax Justice Network. We were formally established in 2003, and we've been working ever since as part of a growing global tax justice movement. We push for the 4 R's of tax: revenue, to make sure that the money is there to fund public services that include everyone at high quality; redistribution, to make sure that we're able to curb the inequalities, including gender and racial inequalities, that continue to scar our societies; repricing, so that we can manage the price of public bads like the consumption of sugar or tobacco, or the emissions of carbon that threaten our planetary future; and representation, because we know that governments that depend on their citizens for revenues are governments that become increasingly responsive and representative of their citizens, whereas governments with other revenue sources can become increasingly corrupt and authoritarian. I'm delighted to have been asked by Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, FES Columbia, to talk about this new report, because it made me read the new report, and the report is brilliant. The report has been done with a coalition of think tanks and universities, some of the best thinkers, analysing these problems in great detail, and it really lays out an agenda for Columbia to move forward on those 4 R's of tax. I'll pick out a few key measures that really chime very strongly. So I've mentioned repricing, and what we see in the report is a set of measures, including some critical measures around green taxes and around taxing sugar, to improve both planetary health and public health in a way that seems critical. In addition, there are measures around building a tax culture, including education at school, to build that sense that tax is part of a social contract, and it's what glues citizens and the state together. Our understanding of that and our role in that as individuals is important, but so too is the role of government and of institutions, and that's also recognised in this report. And we see recommendations particularly around transparency and around the accountability of government for the decisions they take. An absolutely fundamental recommendation here is around the transparency and the scrutiny, the cost-benefit evaluation of the tax credits, tax incentives and exemptions given to businesses and given to sectors and individuals. So much money is used by the state on that in lots of countries around the world, but especially in Colombia, with relatively little scrutiny, when this is equally public money, and the fiscal decisions made here can be crucial in determining economic progress and the type of development path that the country follows. This needs a level of parliamentary scrutiny and of independent evaluation that is currently lacking. Also, in the theme of transparency, it's crucial for people to see that tax is paid fairly. And an issue in Colombia and globally is the scale of tax abuse, both by multinational companies and by high net worth individuals, especially using offshore assets that may then not be declared to tax authorities. And there's a set of tax transparency measures, at the heart of which is the identification of the ultimate beneficial owner, whether that's of financial accounts or of companies, trusts and foundations, other legal vehicles. We need to know who owns wealth, who owns income streams, in order to be confident that these are not the product of corruption or crime, but also to know that they're being taxed properly, that everyone is contributing fairly, because that in turn is crucial for all of us as citizens to know and to be confident that it makes sense for us too to pay our taxes. So I'll close there, but I can't recommend this report highly enough, and I wish you the very best of luck with the launch. Thank you very much.